Krucial 13, you are appreciated. Shout out to you.
Get Krucial.
I'm hungry. I need some bacon.
Look at this. Look at it. This is the city I'm in right now.
Number 30, Loiterer. When the
Disclaimer, I hate this guy's fucking voice. Number 30, Loiterer. This is the Chills channel. The channel's called Chills. This guy is gonna piss some of y'all off with his voice, dude. He talks like there's no fucking context in anything he's saying. He just says the words as he's talking. Check it out.
This early riser arrived at work at 6 a.m. She didn't expect to find her first customer waiting. Posted to TikTok by The Blaze Beauty, the worker exits the kitchen and enters the cafe area, revealing a figure standing just outside the front window. She walks toward it. At first, you can't tell if the figure is facing away from or toward the window, but as she steps closer, it looks like the figure is facing toward it, though you cannot see its face. The figure then slams the window with one gloved hand. What is this thing?
Oh, it's a fucking person.
Bro. What? Oh, girl. Oh my.
And what does it even want? Many in the comments are shocked that she even approached. Others think he's harmless and just wants a burger. What do you think?
Give me a
It's the
fucking
window
burger,
slam
bitch.
that makes me feel like their intentions are nefarious.
I
Number
said $1,
29,
bitch.
whatever this is. Not quite a worm, not quite a centipede. What is this
What
thing?
the fuck?
Posted to TikTok by JD Michael. He is wondering exactly that. The gooey creature is several inches long.
Some of y'all who be eating toxic food and doing drugs, drinking, and doing everything that just poisons your body, I hope you got one of them things living inside of you. Deal with it.
And has a worm-like body, but it also has hundreds of skittering
What
feet
the
that,
fuck?
although vibrating, are taking him nowhere. The creature also appears to be oozing a yellow slime and has an electric blue streak down its
Hell
spine.
no. Ugh.
TikTokers are throwing around wild theories in the comments, with some suggesting it's a forbidden long noodle, and others saying it's up dog. But one TikToker, Big Panda, has a logical theory, writing that it might be a bobbit worm. Although bobbit worms are deep-sea creatures, this one might have washed ashore. Now who's gonna put it back in the water?
I hate that dude's voice, man. Who's gonna put it back in the water? It is a bobbit worm. Fuck you. Hi. Dog, the same. He sounds the same every time he fucking talks. The same inflections on the word. I hate this dude's voice, man. Fuck. Damn.
Number 28.
Fuck did I play this guy's
Donna
video?
Mary's house. What presence is roaming around Donna Mary's house?
Sounds like a
Published
ghost.
by Krucial Luna in April of 2022.
God
The ghost
damn.
hunter captures the spirit blowing onto the scene as a seance is being done. The spirit then directly falls over those present, including the seer.
Bitch pulled out a ghost machine.
Presence is again sensed in the background, and what is either a window or a mirror, something again passes by a window. As they communicate with the ghost, this appearance is more clearly visible.
Bitch, you
Do you
moving that
think
thing.
this is Donna Mary herself, or is some darker evil present?
Observen, se debe de mover a fuerzas. Solo hay una allá enfrente. Solo hay una allá enfrente.
Number 27. We don't want any trouble. Stay safely inside your vehicle. And if you can't, this is not gonna end well. Tweeted by NBC Montana and credited to Maureen Gerber. This enormous grizzly was spotted on the Going to the Sun Road in Glacier National Park by a group of cyclists. As the bear ambles along the roadside, the entire group is screaming at the bear to go away.
Whoop
The
they
bear,
ass.
on the other hand, actually seems to take no interest in them and is strolling down the road minding his own business.
What's up, dude?
No bear! No bear!
No bear!
No bear! No
Don't
bear!
fucking maul me!
No bear!
He continues along, completely ignoring them, until he's out of sight, while many in the comments think the bear was out looking for a meal after hibernation. Mark Moshman can apparently see into the
I hate
bear's
this guy's
mind.
voice, man.
According to Mark, he's thinking, humans are so rude.
According to Mark, this bear is going to slap the ever-loving shit out of him and rip his fucking head off, so he screams, "No, bear!" God damn, can you switch it up? Same fucking context, same goddamn inflections. I hate this dude voice.
Number 26, Ballygolly Castle. This castle in Northern Ireland has hosted a spirit
I am talking about a castle, and I am a fucking asshole.
for more than 400 years. This spirit is said to be a demon child. Published by Overnight in November of 2021, the team is spending the night in the boys' most
Hate this
haunted
guy's
ghost
fucking
room
voice,
of
man.
Ballygolly Castle. As they're sitting around, they hear something. It seems to have come from the direction of this spooky night.
Are there any spirits or souls?
Oh, this dude got millions of subs.
You're over there, right? Yeah, way over there.
There is a ghost ready to shove his
Are you here
foot
with
up
us?
your ass.
Next, one of the team's paranormal devices go off in the bedroom. It seems like the spirits don't want him to leave. The team then uses a Kinect to detect the spirit's presence. Just as one of the team feels
Every
something on their
fucking
neck,
last
the
word.
spirit can be seen on the monitor, hitting him there.
Hitting him there.
Oh no.
God, I hate this dude fucking voice.
Damn, it was like there for other.
Oh, I got it. Yep.
I spelled something on my neck. Are you
It
serious?
was on his fucking
Back in the
neck.
bedroom, he asks the spirit to turn on a light to confirm that he's communicating, and he responds. Then he asks the spirit this question. The mystery grows deeper.
You are not an
I want to kill this guy.
and you're trying to trick me. Turn that flashlight back off when I count to 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Later, they hear a noise in the ceiling, and their flashlight starts going berserk. A moment later, multiple devices are triggered at once. Is it the resident ghost of Ballygolly Castle making his presence known? What is he trying to tell them? I guess for now, this will remain a mystery. Number 25, Alligator
Never
climbs
fails,
fence.
dude.
If you think you'd be safe from an alligator up
Oh,
a
I'm
tree,
scared of
think
alligators.
again. Published by WATE6 on your side and credited to Christina Stewart. This crafty gator was captured on camera
What the
climbing
fuck?
over a fence. The scary creature is seen making his way up over the barrier, nearly standing vertically at one point. The thing
Oh,
then climbs
dude.
carefully up and lifts itself over.
I think I could torture a fucking foreign spy to admit and give up all the information he's been getting on us in the government by slowing down this dude's voice and just blasting it at high speeds, high volumes. This dude will get Joe Biden to confess all the fucking compromisation that he's been put through by the Russians, the communist Chinese party. This dude will give it all up. Just play this in his fucking ear. God.
Many
Hi,
in the comments are
guys.
shocked that the animal can do this,
Look at
with
the
some
gator.
calling it admirable and scary. Is the beast getting smarter? Commenter the Alpha sums it up, writing, "Everyone and everything in Florida is just built differently."
I hope that gator climbs in this dude's house and viciously rips his fucking head off.
That really seems to be the case.
Driving by, look, there's proof right
Jesus
there. When she
Christ.
got one, it does a belly flop on the grass and then goes on its way.
Number 24, Creepy doll. Maxime is on a mission to communicate with the spirits in this house. Published by Realized Alterna in April of 2022, and originally published by YouTuber Paranormal Point, this ghost hunter may have made contact with the fiery depths below. As he begins his session at night, something begins to play the piano.
What the fuck?
A doll is mentioned through the spirit box, and outside this window he sees creepy glowing eyes. And he asks about the doll. He is simply told to find her, and find her he does. He asks what the doll's name is, and
I think that's how they got Kid Slade to snitch on the one dude. Just played this dude's fucking video in normal speed. They didn't even have to slow it up. They played it just like this. Kid Slade gave it all up.
Receives a scary answer. He is told to do a ritual with the doll. As he's told it's dangerous here, he hears strange screams. He later lights the doll ablaze as part of the ritual. As he does, it raises its arm by itself. Is there anything more terrifying than this? Here's hoping the demon was exorcised. Number 23, footsteps. A security guard is walking up a stairwell on his overnight shift when he hears this. Posted to TikTok, Simon Lockhart shines his flashlight on the floors below and above and can't tell from which direction the footsteps are coming, but then they come running at him.
Guarantee this fucker got like 10 bodies in his fucking closet talking like this. Hi guys, someone is charging up the stairs.
Bro.
I'm talking pleasantly about some horrific shit. God damn. The most horrific shit.
If your heart just jumped into your throat, you're not alone. Some in the comments say they see a face in the door when he...
Has your heart just jumped into your throat? Are you enjoying my pleasant commentary as that happened?
He looks up. Do you see it?
Asshole.
Is this what is chasing him?
Oh my, what the what the
Boy,
Number 22, night security. Do you want to play a game? Posted to the Ghosts subreddit by responsible@8836. This guard in Mexico often hears noises at night while on watch. He recorded this one while on patrol. While walking the grounds at night, he heads around the building when what looks like a man's head pops out from around the corner.
He gonna make me scream like him too when he said that shit.
Chases it around the corner, but there's nothing there.
That motherfucker screamed like a bitch.
Su puta madre, su puta madre. Su puta madre, su puta madre.
The Redditor also posted a frame-by-frame video to better see the figure. Many in the comments are clearly surprised. Some point out there are no feet, while others suggest it's a gray extraterrestrial. Still, others say it looks like it's playing a game. Do you want to play? I suggest that guard heads back in the other direction. Number 21. Alligator versus deer. Who would win in a swamp fight? A deer or an alligator? You're about to see. Published by Hazy Season in June of 2019. This scary video was captured at Squaw Creek Reservoir in Glen Rose, Texas. At first, the fisherman thinks he's looking at a huge fish.
Look at those.
Just a deer getting viciously ripped apart.
Dead fish?
But as he gets closer, he realizes it's a deer in the water. The deer is no longer alive, and it's being pulled down into the water's depths.
Looks like a deer, dude. It's a dead deer. Holy
by something that is so far unseen. The crew is wondering what's gotten hold of it. They watch for a moment and soon realize a gator's got him. They then let nature take its course.
Dude, what happened? Did it just like fall down this hill? Holy.
God, I hate this fucker.
Although we probably all could have guessed that the gator would win this battle, I'm sure we were all rooting for the underdog. Number 20, floating sky structure, submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Ding Dong Dingle Dude.
Oh, did he just say Ding Dong Dingle Dude? Fucking A, man. Hold on. Give me just a second to fucking rewire some of my brain fucking wires. I guarantee this dude has a shit-eating grin on his face 24/7, never changes expression. Sits there looking like a moron all day. He hasn't changed the way he's talked through none of his videos. I've seen videos from this guy already. I hate this fucker. Just because of this voice. Chills, I don't got nothing against you, dude. Fucking switch it up, or I'm gonna fucking kill you. Alright?
Dude,
Jesus
this Redditor
Christ.
wrote, my friend and I saw this weird floating structure
Hold on,
in the
let's hear him say this one more time.
Submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Ding Dong Dingle Dude.
This was on Reddit from Ding Dong Dingle Dude. This is another fucked up video that I'm going to narrate with the most pleasant fucking sound. Do you guys want to hear me speak on evil shit with a nice voice? God, I'm gonna kill this dude.
This Redditor wrote, my friend and I saw this weird floating structure in the sky. Has anyone else seen something like this before? Let's watch
Kill
their
this son of a
submission and see
bitch.
what they're talking about.
What the It's just floating up there in the
Dude, he's
sky.
draining me.
What the fuck? It f***ing flashed. Oh my, what?
Just a dragon. No need to
There was
panic.
certainly some debate about this video in the comments. Mountain Aviator 1 wrote, that is the mysterious radio tower. It's obstructed by clouds. Well, the Triple B thinks it's a weather balloon.
Reddit.
What do you think this object is? Let me know in the comments. Number
Dude, is he a fucking robot? God damn. Every single Reddit comment, hi, fuck, the same fucking shit. The same fucking inflection, bro. This guy cannot be real. He's a bot. They literally just put a battery in this guy's ass and just lets him talk.
19,
God damn.
Abandoned Bunker, published by Dark Ghost Paranormal in August of 2021. Dennis set up cameras in a bunker hidden beneath a school. And this abandoned bunker in
God.
Germany has some mysteries up its sleeve.
In a
One
school?
camera captures a door slowly opening.
No, I'm legitimately getting irritated at this dude. Fuck these videos.
In another room in the school above, Dennis asks for a sign that someone's here, and this is the response.
Oh, he better have something good, because I'm, like, my skin is crawling. You know what, guys? I think I've had enough of this fucking cocksucker. I'm gonna watch something else. Fuck that dude, man. Damn! Yeah, we're gonna bail out of that video, guys. Holy shit, I'm really fucking pissed right now. I am, like, pissed. Dude, I will go outside right now and beat the shit out of anybody walking down the street because of this dude right now. And it will be their fault too. They better understand why I just knocked their ass out. Fuck that. God damn. Hold up. Let me just take a deep breath. Whew, shit. Ah, man. My damn back. Boy, I gotta stretch. Whew, shit. Damn. Hate that dude's fucking voice, man. The TV show that brainwashed children. Oh, what is that? Okay, this dude Nick Crowley Must have some good shit. Let's look at his last name. Alright? Let's go on his channel real fast. And I'm going to play something. And while the video starts playing, I'm hunting down that last dude. Chills. And I promise I'm going to kill that son of a bitch. Okay? Mark my words. The YouTuber who vanished. Let's watch that. If this guy has a fucking annoying voice, killing him too.
3000
I'm a woke bot.
30-year-old Talika Patrick.
Thank God this guy has a normal fucking voice. I am a piece of dog shit. I am gonna keep talking about horrific videos with this little nice tone, same inflection. Crucial's coming toward me. Looks like he's gonna slap me. Bitch ass dude, shut up.
Its purpose
Damn.
to send a heartfelt
Damn.
message to her lover.
I got dressed up for you.
Son of a bitch.
And I bought flowers. Look.
Fucking dead now.
A message that would go unreceived,
I'm
however.
gonna hunt this
with
guy
no
down
viewership coming from
for y'all,
Talika
okay?
herself.
Holy shit. Whew.
November 10th, 2013. Just
God
4 days after
damn.
posting her first heartfelt video, Talika uploads what would become her final video.
I'm really worked up about that. Like, that dude is a piece of shit. Holy
dedicating
fuck.
it to her love, and again, going completely unnoticed. Falling into
I'm
the
in
void
tears
that is
from
YouTube,
crying.
and
I'm
settling
so
into the
fucking
endless
hurt by
depths
this
of
guy.
a site, presumably never to be seen
God.
again. The most prominent of which coming from her previously
I
unknown
hate
channel,
this
as it
fucking
would
guy.
quickly be discovered that parts within these videos were nothing like how they seemed. Giving
I'm
rise
in
to
the
what would quickly
hospital
become
right now. My head is somehow lodged into my ass. I don't know how, but I will do another video for you soon as I seem to get it out. God, I
one of
hate
the
that dude.
strangest internet mysteries of all time.
This just gets stranger and
Fucking shove his own head up his ass.
New wrinkle in the case of that missing doctor in Michigan, Talika Patrick.
Just imagine.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we fully dive into this, I want to first thank our sponsor, Manscaped, the global leader in men's grooming tools and hygiene solutions.
Here, if that last guy was to do a Manscaped commercial, get you this new trimmer so you can shave your balls. Kill that fucking guy.
Proper hygiene is or should be an imperative
This dude
part
a
to all of our
conditioned
lives.
jewels.
And with Manscaped's new Premium Package 4.0 grooming kit, it's never been easier to look and feel better than ever. Included in the
I think you would be doing the world a favor. Take every video of his, erase the audio, and just fucking do the voiceover, man. I hate that guy. God
this
damn.
package is Manscaped's
Alright, no more fucking
shave.
Manscaped here.
Along with this, they also offer
Nobody
a
gives a
variety of
fuck.
deodorants, shampoo.
I don't need to hear about shaving my balls right now, dude. Relax.
December 5th, 2013.
Damn.
Talika Patrick spends her day at the Borges Medical Center
This is sponsored by the Ball Shavers.
in downtown Kalamazoo, working there as a first-year medical resident. The young doctor was described as being incredibly bright by her colleagues, with an extremely
hate
promising
that
future
dude,
ahead.
man.
And to those who knew her, she was a fun-loving and just overall
Can't
great
get over
person
it
to be
neither.
around. However, for whatever reason, on this particular day,
I
Talika's
hope he dies
personality
a
seemed
brutal, gruesome
different.
death, man.
Upon her shift coming to an end, Talika would ask a coworker for a ride to the Radisson, a hotel located just a few miles away. Her request seemed strangely frantic, almost pushy, and sensing that something may be wrong, the coworker agreed to take her there, dropping her
I
off
hate
at the
that son
entrance
of a
before
bitch,
driving
man.
away. From there,
Ah.
cameras show as Talika attempts to rent a room, only to be turned away
That
as she
channel
didn't
name is Chills. Oh
have enough
man.
money or a proper ID, with the young woman having left her wallet
Fuck.
back at her job. During this conversation, the employees at the front desk noticed that Talika appeared on edge and slightly incoherent, prompting a receptionist to ask if she was okay.
Is
But
she
Talika brushed aside the
okay?
concern and eventually left the hotel.
Tamika is a bad
Outside,
bitch.
Talika entered the hotel's complimentary shuttle,
Fuck
asking
her.
the driver to drop her back off at the Borges so she could retrieve her wallet, return, and then pay for her room. But when the driver eventually pulled into the parking lot of the hospital, Talika nervously turned to him and said, "I hope the vehicle before rushing off, ducking her head between parked vehicles as if she was attempting to hide from someone. The driver then watched as she got into her car and pulled off into the night. He would be the last known person to ever speak to her. On the road, Talika began driving frantically at extremely high speeds, weaving in and out of traffic, displaying signs that again seemed to indicate that she was potentially being followed, and that she was trying to evade someone or something. Her driving became so erratic that a concerned motorist would call the police and report her vehicle.
Her car was so erratic because she just listened to fucking Shit Chill's channel. Park your car, crash it into the nearest stop sign. Fucking bitch.
But before the authorities could arrive, Talika's front left tire on her 1997 Lexus would burst, forcing the car off the road before it came to a stop in the dead of the night, stranding her 100 miles away from her home. Talika then grabbed the keys from her ignition, exited the vehicle, and was never seen again.
911, this is that location of your emergency. Just turn it now.
It's on I-94, the westbound lane. There's a car off the road down in the ditch.
Within minutes, police officers would discover her car parked alongside a ditch, and upon searching the vehicle, all they would find were her personal belongings like her wallet, cash, and a cell phone, but no sign of Talika herself. Authorities would go on to search the entire area for miles around, including the shores of a nearby lake, but found nothing. And with no sign of the young doctor, Talika Patrick was officially declared missing on the 6th of December. Leading up to her disappearance, everyone who came into contact with Talika that night all shared a similar story. Something was clearly off with her. She seemed nervous, even terrified, prompting some to immediately conclude that foul play was involved, and that perhaps she had somehow been hunted down. To address this theory, police dogs would be brought in to track her scent trail, which bizarrely...
Dude, I'm literally hearing this in the last guy's voice. Am I going nuts?
...led them from her open car door directly to the side of the road before coming to an abrupt stop, seemingly insinuating that someone had picked her up, willingly or unwillingly. Adding to the suspicious nature of her disappearance, the night prior, Talika had called a friend of hers named James Davis, who was living in St. Louis at the time, and explained to him that she believed...
Samuel, I hope that chick you talking to got some bomb-ass fucking ass. If she talks like that, dude, I don't know how you're putting up with that.
Someone was trying to kill her, and that she needed to get away from Kalamazoo to go visit him. And it's believed that she was driving to St. Louis to meet Davis immediately before she vanished, perhaps confirming that her concerns were in fact warranted. Given the nature of her vanishing, the story of Talika Patrick immediately became a viral news story, with a search effort quickly being launched to determine what had happened to her. But early on, this would yield little to no results, as much like the air on that winter night, the trail grew deathly cold. However, on the internet, a new trail was forming.
Hi, love, it's me.
Oh, play more of her
Frustrated by
talking.
the lack of answers in person, investigators started digging into the online history of Talika Patrick, which led them to their most important discovery yet, her YouTube channel. Going by the name of Sandra3000 Casey, Talika would publish a series of 9 videos within the span of 1 week in early November 2013, with one of the most infamous being a clip titled My Awesome Day, where she sits in front of her camera and addresses someone she refers to as Baby.
Hi, baby. Good night. It's Talika. I am just coming to you to say hi and just to tell you about my day.
The video certainly wasn't without its strange moments, as at one point she stops and touches her chest before saying,
Baby, I felt that.
While also going on to randomly burst out into song, which seems to last the majority of the video.
And now I'm home, finally. Yes.
Damn, you guys hear it too? Oh, I thought I was just tripping because of the last video is so draining. I was just like thinking, okay, just my mind here. I didn't really think he sounded like him too much, but I was like hearing the last guy's voice no matter what.
but it's
Holy
alright.
shit.
And these
I'm
somewhat
not
unusual
tripping.
moments continue from here, as each of our 9 uploads follow the same exact format, serving as almost unscripted love letters to this unnamed man. In various clips, Talika even alludes to the potential relationship troubles between the two, referencing how she didn't really know what was going on between them.
I don't know what's going on, you know, in your life and stuff. I have an idea, but I don't know everything.
But still adamantly reaffirming the fact that she wants to make things work, and that she is still deeply in love.
You do your best, and I do my best, and we give each other a chance.
So in love that she even filmed herself cooking extravagant meals made for 2, going as far as to set the table for both of them, despite the fact that this date wasn't actually present.
PTSD. I'm about to admit to a crime on live. I just murdered my fucking next door neighbor thanks to that fucking video. How that for PTSD? Post-traumatic shithead syndrome.
Despite some of the more
It's all
unusual
entertainment.
moments, it's nothing all that jarring, and it really just seems to show a woman who is desperately in love. And whether she was going through some relationship issues, or perhaps just in some sort of long-distance relationship, it didn't really matter, because these clips were clearly never meant to be seen by anyone but the man they were made for.
Flip mode, oh my god. I won't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You don't want to fuck with me. Ah! Why did you say that?
He may very well have some involvement in this
Every time I hear this
disappearance,
shit, I'm
though
gonna
nothing
think of
could have
that.
prepared them for the drastic and highly unusual turn that they were about to face.
Son of a bitch.
Tonight, yet another twist in the mystery of the missing Kalamazoo doctor.
Target 8 uncovered hundreds of tweets allegedly posted by Talika Patrick in the weeks before she went missing.
For those who knew her,
Tupac
Talika was a
Shakur.
well-put-together, extremely intelligent
Wow.
woman who was clearly of sane mind. But the discovery of her Twitter accounts began to paint a slightly different picture. In total, investigators would find 5 accounts that had all been active at different times throughout 2013, each of them belonging to Talika, and each of them having thousands and thousands of tweets, showcasing incoherent ramblings as if she was posting
God
every
damn
single
it.
one of her thoughts. Oftentimes even having conversations with seemingly no one at all. But by far the most bizarre detail to come of all these tweets was one name in particular, one of the only specific names mentioned across all of her pages, which she brings up over and over and over again. Marvin Sapp. At Marvin Sapp, good morning. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Again, Marvin Sapp, good morning. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. At Marvin Sapp, good morning. Don't be sad. God never puts more on us than we can bear. All 3 of these messages were posted within the span of 24 hours.
God never puts on nothing on us that we can never bear. That's a fucking lie. Why did he create chills? I couldn't bear that. God. What the fuck, man? You think I can overcome that? Just murdered my second neighbor in the last fucking 10 minutes. I'm going to hell. 'Cause of chills? You created this son of a bitch.
And they were far from the
Shit.
only mentions of the famed Grammy-nominated gospel singer. Sometimes she would make
There is
blatant
no
references
God.
to him and his music, oftentimes using his lyrics to point to a supposed connection between the two. And though it's hard to prove outright with her tweets alone, it quickly became apparent that
Fucking-
Talika's love interest
Fucking chills is our biggest test on earth. Why are you testing me like that?
with whom she had seemingly tweeted to thousands of times was in fact Marvin Sapp, introducing the possibility that Talika was perhaps just a crazed fan, which would make a few of her next tweets all the more disturbing. I have relocated to be with you, so I really hope you want me, so we can be in love and get married and have a couple babies. And, as you may or may not know, I attempted to visit you yesterday. Her messages were obviously concerning, as it began to grow apparent to investigators that this relationship Talika had mentioned was solely a one-sided affair. After all, most would have assumed that someone as famous as Marvin Sapp would have no idea who this woman was. But this actually wasn't the case, as Sapp did in fact know of Talika, only for all the wrong reasons. Around the start of 2013, Talika began obsessively messaging Sap and tweeting out to him in some sort of code, believing that the two were somehow spiritually connected and that he would eventually come to her, even claiming on her social media that she and Sap were actually married, something that Sap would eventually take note of, but never respond to, assuming that the woman may have been mentally unwell. However, when this failed to get a response, Talika then began to message Sap's children, further angering the singer and increasing his level of concern. And when that too failed to get a response, Talika would pack her bags and relocate from California all the way to Kalamazoo, which just so happened to be the exact location of Sap's congregation, as well as his home.
He's gonna read the Joe Biden shit. Women and men are created equal, and by the, you know the thing.
All men and women created by you know the thing.
Home that Talika would eventually visit in the dead of night, confirming that her tweets referencing the matter were in fact true. Talika's behavior had gotten so serious that Sap himself convinced authorities to issue him an order of protection against her in September of 2013, pointing to over 400 pages of unwanted correspondence coming from her. Sap would also ban Talika from attending his church ever again. This, however, only heightened her delusional state, and would lead to her posting these videos on her channel, as by this point she was so far removed from reality that she truly believed that the two were lovers, and that Sap was communicating with her telepathically and was somehow always with her.
Holy shit.
By the time December had rolled around, Talika's tweeting grew increasingly dark, as she began to write about demons and how they were affecting her. Writing on the 4th of December,
Whoa.
"You reach me through a demonic portal. That gives demons power over me and dilutes my spiritual authority. Please understand that I must protect myself spiritually."
And the crazy thing is they attribute anything when people start going crazy and talking to demonic spirits and shit like that. How do we know that they're not getting tormented by demonic spirits? You know what I mean? Like the low frequencies in other people is fucking with her because she got the low frequency in her. Like, man. That's a rabbit hole right there. Like, people get thrown into the mental asylums and they're hearing demons and shit. I don't dismiss that as just being crazy. I think they really done got to that point where they got into that shit.
The very next day, Talika would go through each of her Twitter accounts, delete everything, and vanish alongside of the road. The discovery of these accounts adds a whole new element to the case and seems to point to one obvious conclusion, that at the time of the disappearance, Talika was likely in the midst of some sort of severe psychotic break. But this still fails to explain what exactly had led to her actual disappearance. This question spurred on 3 prominent theories. One, that she had simply gone off into the woods alongside of the road attempting to hide from someone that just wasn't actually there, and instead was merely a figment of her delusions. And when hiding in the woods, she then succumbed to hypothermia, as wintertime in Michigan is notoriously cold.
She's crazy.
2, that in the midst of this psychotic break, she decided to leave all her belongings aside and essentially run away, hitching a ride to somewhere far away, possibly to start a new life. And finally, 3, the theory that she truly was being followed, and that someone had grabbed her alongside of the road leading to her disappearance. As after all, that's exactly where police dogs had lost her scent.
Later, a bloodhound tracked her scent directly from the car to the side of the road, and from there, the trail goes cold.
Some would even further theorize that perhaps the victim of Talika's stalking may have had a hand in it, as by this point, Sap was well aware of the woman and highly concerned with her behavior, which alone gave him a clear motive to protect his family. While others pointed to more scandalous affairs, that the two had actually been romantic in a time past, only to suffer from a major breakup, thus causing Talika's mental health to spiral, with the relationship potentially putting his career in jeopardy, as who knows what Talika might say or do. And given his wealth, he certainly had the means to make this happen. However, this theory never really went further than mere speculation, and police would adamantly state that Sap was merely a victim of stalking, and was never considered a person of interest in this case.
The pastor is nothing more than an innocent victim of an apparent stalking.
And on a similar note, there was another...
Yeah, Nick's content is way better than Chill's, but how long Nick been doing this shit? See, I think it just... Chill's is just so fucking annoying. I can listen. I'm going to hear his voice in anything I watch from here on out in life until I just off myself.
Another early suspect
Here's
that would
what it
emerge
is.
in the public eye, Talika's ex-husband, Ismael Calderon, to whom she had been married to for 4 years before splitting up in 2011. Immediately after
I'm
the
about
two
to
had
make
separated,
peace with
Talika
God,
had
like
gone
now.
onto an online nursing forum and accused Ismael of emotionally and verbally abusing her throughout their relationship, leading some to question whether he too had a hand in Talika's disappearance, perhaps as a means of silencing her or getting revenge for their relationship ending. But much like
Damn, he
Sapp,
kinda
Calderon
sounded
was
like him
never
right
actually
there.
labeled as a suspect. In fact, it appears that there was only ever one real person of interest in the minds of police, with that being James Davis, the last known contact that Talika had through her cell phone, as he was the one that Talika had called explaining that she was fearing for her life. Though given that he had lived so far away in St. Louis, he too would be cleared of any wrongdoings, and instead was eventually labeled as just a concerned friend. And with no suspect, no body, and no real concrete clues, speculation is really all we'd be left with. At least until April 3rd, 2013, when everything would change.
First tonight, the developments continue to come in about a body found in a small Indiana lake.
This was not the answer anyone wanted. Investigators are certain the body found in an Indiana lake is that of Talika Patrick.
Nearly 3 months after her disappearance, a fisherman would come across the body of Talika Patrick floating in Lake Charles, in the general vicinity where her car was found abandoned, with an autopsy eventually confirming her cause of death, drowning, with no signs of trauma evident on the body. Putting the pieces together, investigators theorized that Talika had suffered from a manic episode, causing her to believe that she was being followed and even hunted when she hurriedly drove off. And perhaps the shock of getting a flat tire led to her believing that someone was attempting to attack her, causing her to immediately grab the keys and flee.
What is the reoccurring theme for these past couple of lives about all these crazy women? They all give good head. God damn it. Clip. You get no ideas.
Without a flashlight and running in complete darkness, it's believed that Talika accidentally ran straight into Lake Charles, which is a body of water located directly parallel to where her car was found, just a few hundred feet away. And tragically, that night the water was incredibly cold and could have caused almost immediate hypothermia, with the lake actually completely freezing over that very night,
Man, they dumped
hiding
her
her
in that
body in
shit.
an icy tomb and forever sealing her fate.
I think Chills
And as
killed
for
her.
the trail she left behind on the internet, well, despite being initially labeled as a profoundly disturbing internet mystery, with these videos being considered key pieces of evidence within her case, law enforcement now believe that this was all just merely a coincidence, as though her uploads and tweets do show evidence of her stalking. This stalking to them seems unrelated to her actual vanishing, and rather than being viewed as clues pointing towards foul play, police now view these videos as apparent signs of Talika's fractured mental health. This was the official explanation given for the disappearance of Talika Patrick, a tragic accident triggered by untreated mental illness. Although, of course, some are still skeptical, including Talika's own family, who
The same shit with 40 Cal's daughter. They was attributing that to like mental illness because she had an issue with her boyfriend, and then the family wasn't going for it. Salute to Showface News. We actually did a whole live breaking this shit down, showing the family having press conferences with the police saying they're not buying it, police in on it, all this shit. Okay? But I really think Chills killed this woman.
who point to several unexplained inconsistencies, like her scent trail leading directly to the road, which was the opposite direction of the lake, and the fact that the body of water where Talika had been found was supposedly thoroughly searched on the night of her disappearance, and later even probed with sonar technology on 2 separate occasions, all of which yielding absolutely no results, despite the fact that that body of water is so small that most in the area actually consider it to be a pond, as it's so minuscule that it's not even labeled on Google Maps or Earth,
Yeah,
which
Chills
makes it
did
all
that
the more
shit.
unusual that she wasn't discovered there sooner, prompting some to believe that she may have been kidnapped and killed elsewhere
Chills popped up out of nowhere. I got you, bitch.
before her body was later
We know
dumped
you
in the
did.
water to give the illusion of an accidental death. Another unknown in this case is what actually triggered her manic episode, as many would assume that something must have happened that led to her believing she was in imminent danger, with some believing that it may have been a threat from her ex-husband or even Marvin Sapp. But according to all witnesses around her that day, nothing at all out of the ordinary was reported that may have sparked
Hit
this
that like
fear.
button,
Nothing would
please.
be found on her cell phone as well, leaving the true cause of her episode to be unexplained to this day. The family was so distrusting of the initial investigation that a second autopsy would eventually be conducted, which would go on to show that Talika had water within her nasal cavity, a detail that to the pathologists proved for certain that she had in fact died by drowning, which officially ended the police investigation for good, with one investigator stating that,
I do believe it's probably as solved as it's going to get.
though to this day we're still left with many unanswered questions, and for some, the mystery
Unanswered.
lives on.
I just told you, Chills popped up out of nowhere and fucking pushed her in the lake. Gotcha, bitch. We know he did it. This is what I did when I heard Chills. Hold up.
If we gonna forcefully advance, I'm just sitting in my chair. Advance, I'm just sitting in my chair.
Well, I did that like 10 times
Tell
during
people
Chills.
the truth.
Ah, man, this world is tweaking, man. Half of my frustration is from that. The other half of my frustration is still from the fucking Chills video. I don't know what to tell you. Alright?
Operas and highly scripted
you're
legal
dead.
shows filled practically.
I've killed 4 neighbors since we watched that fucking Chills thing. They're all dead. Come get me. I want to death by quartering his ass. Do you know what that is? Where we tie his fucking legs up, tie his arms up to these horses and just have the horses run all separate ways and rip every fucking limb off his goddamn fucking body. It's called quartering. Okay?
Directly on
Please,
top
let's
of
do
them.
that to him. I think I opened up a portal to fucking hell tonight by just playing that shit. This heard knocking.
Oh, they're not gonna demolish it. There's nobody will come in here. I'll fight force with...
Dude, me and my brother was just talking about his channel like a couple days ago. Cause I was trying to find some dark web videos and he was like, yeah, it's that annoying dude got that clip that you're looking for. So that's why I even played this video tonight. I didn't even find the clip I'm looking for. And I had no fucking patience to even keep looking. But yeah, y'all could blame my brother for that shit. It's funny because on my last channel, the one that got terminated, I've definitely made comments in his videos like, dude, what is your fucking deal? What is your address? And do I have to come over there and straighten you out? Huh? Do I have to come brutally beat you right now? Yeah, I don't like cheaters neither. I just don't condone like killing the bitch. You know what I'm saying? You gotta... The most playerish shit you could do is like walk away not caring. Like, I'll fuck you then, bitch. Like that's the best way to get back at a motherfucker. Let them know you don't give a fuck. Cause when you care too much, that enables them to be able to toy with you. You gotta let them know you don't give a shit. I don't even care to slap you, bitch. I'm out of here. Quick. I don't care what you just did. Y'all, this shit don't affect me. Even if it do affect you, act like it don't. Fuck that. I'm out of here. Where my damn video game at, bitch?
General, as he would likely spend the rest of his life in prison. And truthfully,
The best way to get back at a cheater is rig their cell phone to every time they play a YouTube video, it somehow plays a Chills video. That will get the bitch. Yeah, you know how when in the Michael Myers movies, Michael Myers just walks towards them with the knife wielded? Just walk towards your wife with the phone playing a Chills video as if it's a knife and just stare at her evilly. Evil-like. Guaranteed. She'll either die or she'll just fucking get what she's got coming to her. Y'all can just hear Chills on the fucking phone now. You cheating little bitch. I'm gonna talk you to death. You little fucking cunt whore. I'm gonna go make sure one of my neighbors, I heard him still breathing from me murdering them from the Chills video. Let me know what y'all think of in the comments. I love y'all. I ain't woke, I'm up. Bitch.
Krucial 13, you all appreciate it. Shout out to you.
Get Krucial.
bro.
hungry. I need some bacon, bacon.
Look at this. Look at it. This is the city I'm in right now.